In this video, I will give you a 4-step guide to creating your online business. This is not a course, man. I'm not selling you a pill. This is a basic business idea that I learned in business school. Then I implemented these ideas in my life, and this is what yielded me result. Now, this is very commonsensical knowledge. I'm not giving you the gospel here. There's nothing secret here. What I have done is I have articulated these points in a certain manner so it's understandable even to the lowest common denominator. So here they are. Well, first is identify what service you are good at or a product you can get. You see, at the end of the day, every business essentially is a service or a product. So you have to identify what is your unique product or unique service that you can present to your audiences and that literally solves a problem. Now this links to point number 2, which is adding value to that product or service by polishing it for the target client or industry. Now let me give you an example. For example, you're very good at writing, right? Now you're just a normal writer, you've never made money off of writing, you've never monetized that thing. So now when you go online, you understand that you have a service, you have a tremendous ability to write. That's your service. Now that service has to be polished, man. That service has to be polished. For example, you're writing for Americans, so the English has to be transformed in a certain way. You're writing for a finance company, so it has to be, the information has to come in a certain way. All these things have to put together to finally polish and strengthen your main attribute, which is writing, to make it monetizable, man. The skill has to be monetized. It's, for example, somebody has a great physique, right? They can't make money off of it unless they teach their skill to someone else. Third point is use organic channels like social media to market your product or service. Initially, a lot of people don't have any money and they try and pump their online presence by using paid ads. Now you see, the disadvantage of this is, even if you somehow manage to get a paid audience, there's something called like to comment ratio. There's something called engagement rate. What this essentially means is if I have 1 million followers and every time I put a video out, hardly 20,000 views are there, it basically tells the algorithm that my followers are not organic, I have bought them. In the long run, this hurts your brand and takes away from your ability to monetize your channel or monetize your business. You initially want all or at least most of your audiences to come from organic sources. It does you 2 favors. One, it actually tests your product skills, your product market fit. So you can literally test that whether my product that I'm putting out in the market, whether people are actually accepting of it or are they rejecting it. So that's number 1. And secondly, it saves you initial capital. So it saves you the kind of money that you may otherwise be able to put into some other aspect of your business that may require it more. So don't jump by spending your money on paid advertisements. All right, money itself doesn't solve any problems. Money is a resource. It's not a solution in itself. And last point, take feedback from your customer to make sure you're putting in your efforts in the right direction. You see, in business operations, in operations management, this is called voice of customer. I'll give you an example. Everyone knows about Procter and Gamble, right? P&G, big company. So Procter and Gamble, they created a detergent, right? Now this detergent was sold in North America, Europe and many other countries. Now what Procter and Gamble observed is that in North America and in Europe, where there is abundant supply of warm water, the detergent sold, right? But in a lot of other countries like Russia, for example, the detergent could not be sold. And the reason was that those people did not have access to warm water as much as the Europeans or the North Americans had. So now Procter and Gamble said, you know what? Even though we have a miraculous product that is exceptionally, good functioning, high functioning, it doesn't work for my end customer. So they listened to their customer, obviously, like a smart businessman should, and they created one of the world's first detergent products that could be used in cold water. That changed the game, man. Their sales went off the roof. They didn't do anything special. In fact, their production cost went down. Their production cost went down now. But what they did was they listened to their customer. So always listen to your client, your customer, and in this case, your comment section. What are they trying to tell you? What do they want from you? What value proposition do they like? Allow your customer feedback to shape your value and your proposition. Use those skills, follow these 4 points, and I guarantee you, you'll be successful in your online business.